25 years ago that I shot the first video curriculum with Rick, and it took us a lot to be able to go back and forth where he'd hide, look at his stuff, come out and deliver, and go hide, come out. Actually, the first big one took us about a week. You know, this day and age, I just talked to him a few minutes ago, and he's done a lot of his series shot in a studio now, but he texted me a few minutes ago and he just went outside, went to the beach, went to 7 locations on the beach, and he shot a brand new curriculum series. I told him that, you know, going out is kind of whacking the side of the head. People love the change up and the way to do things differently. With us now at Lifetogether, we're finding ways to be able to shoot curriculum at a lower price as well as a higher volume by doing a kind of a process that we do working with a local church, helping you take an old sermon series, get it transcribed. We can help you write a transcription of you know, the scripts that you'd use for a teleprompter, whether you shoot this inside, outside, or wherever. Then we write the curriculum, then we lay out the curriculum, and then we go ahead and get it ready to be printed and get DVDs duplicated. We can do that whole process, you know, in a day now. That was crazy. You know, we didn't think about this before. But we're pushing the envelope even further. We now have the ability to be able to produce video curriculum and to produce 2 to 3 of them a day with that same process, only, you know, staging everything, kind of getting it ready. So sometimes we'll bring you to California and have you shoot in a studio. We have access to a studio there, take you out on the beach and shoot another set. Or we could take you to the mountains and then take you to the city, you know, with a guy named Alan Jackson, where we produced a series. We brought him to a record store in downtown, and we brought him back to the campus and kind of did something up on their worship center set. With Cal Reichner out in Chicago, we did 3 in a day. One was called Home Run. It was a campaign that he did in the fall that we took to a, we went to you know, a minor league baseball field, and we shot it there, out on the mound and everything. Brought him back, and we shot another one on the stage with kind of a jib and stuff, but we were all ready, 4-part series. Then we went back to another part of town and did a series called Storm Shelter, which was going to be used 6 months from now. Because a lot of the series that we'll do, it's very efficient to be able to do a major campaign or a curriculum for a church and kind of step up their level of production and print, because we'll do a full color print guide and a beautiful cinematography, digital, you know, photos in it from the congregation or whatever the theme is, whether we like do for Propel or whatever, for Christine Kane. But now what we're doing is helping churches capture the footage in a little bit more efficient levels by preparing more to make it happen. A couple other examples is Choco de Jesus in downtown Chicago. We went to 9 different locations and shot 2 English-speaking curriculum, 4 sessions each. And then we backed him up and he did the same thing in Spanish, okay? All in less than 36 hours. It was like amazing. We're out in the street, we're down in the barrio, we're in rough parts of town and kind of a little upscale, sat in a Starbucks, etc. But there's an example. The other one is we're now doing leader training. So we'll go to a church and in one day we'll shoot 3 volumes of leader training. We'll do a basic, a beginning, intermediate, advanced role for a small group leader. So 4 sessions on each one. We'll do that in a day. Pull into like a town hall with 50 people from the small group leaders, key staff, and lay down your basic leader training. That's a great product. The other one that you could do is one for a role. So it would be a new small group leader, it'd be a kind of an existing small group leader, and then it would be a coach or somebody who's kind of a supervisor is another way we do that. The other one that we recently did is with Colleen and Dennis Rouse and at Victory World Church in Atlanta. And what we did is in the morning we shot a major town hall that was produced specifically for a racial reconciliation series. It was very grandiose, amazing. And then later we cleared everybody out, and then we had them center stage, and we used kind of the lights of the set, and we shot a second series. That's really efficient, even though we didn't use the other one for much later. Did this with Jeff Jones in Dallas, where we shot 2 different series in a day, and then he used one of them 6 months later. The bottom line is most churches are doing something. They're not stepping it up quite the same way, but if they knew they could do this, we could take old sermon series or a book that you've done or a book you want to do and go ahead and coach you through writing the scripts so that they're small group friendly. For the teleprompter, it's a big help that we do to make it a lot more efficient than was ever possible. The other one is you could use a semi-custom one. You could use one of the ones that we have done in the past and teach against it, and we write scripts based on that for you. We've got one for Easter, 30 days of Easter. We've just done a bunch of them based off really cool plug and play curriculum. one of ours, we can use one of yours, as I just said, and then we can use one of theirs. So you can take a third-party print curriculum that was done, and we can help you produce video curriculum for it. We actually also capture the testimonies in kind of an efficient way. We'll sit for 3 hours with there's 20 people and capture short little soundbite medleys that we'll put in front of a training. And because we do this day in and day out, we're able to make something like that happen. Anyway, these are just some of the samples of the kinds of things that we could do. It gives you kind of a big idea. The summertime is a great time to be able to do something like this, or after you get past September, just to pick a day, come to California, do it here, or we can come out with you guys, do one downtown, one on the campus, and one in a home. That's kind of a nice 3-pack right there. Anyway, looking forward to hearing, see if you are game to want to try to do our 3 in a day. Until then, Brett, peace out. How long?